Hey, what's up, everybody? Big Cop Diesel coming at you. Adjust this a little bit. Big Cop Diesel. Hey, I just wanted to make a video for you guys talking about foundational supplements. Okay, there's a lot of supplements out there today. There's just tons and tons and tons and tons of companies out there selling supplements. Used to be back in the day, there might have been a dozen companies or so. Um, that sold supplements. Now there's literally thousands of companies. Um, so how do you determine what's quote unquote a good supplement and what's a bad supplement? Those are things that really depend on the person. If you are a vegan or vegetarian, then for you a good supplement would be one that does not include animal products. If you are someone who is very concerned about chemicals and things of that nature, then there are supplements out there that would be bad for you. Um, you can't ever lump, you know, everybody into one bucket, or you can't put all supplements into one bucket or the other. Obviously, there's cheap supplements and there's expensive supplements. And so when you're trying to figure out if the cost is worth it to you, is you got to look at the ingredients. You got to read the labels, and if there's things in there that you don't know what they are, you're going to have to take some time and Google the ingredients. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell you to do. It might take you an hour one night after dinner to sit down with your phone and your favorite supplement and look up the ingredient list and one by one and find out what's in the supplements. Um, so back to my original thought on foundational supplements. I get people all the time. They're asking me, what kind of protein. Should they eat chicken? Should they eat fish? How much of this? How much of that? And the first thing I usually ask them is, well, what supplements are you taking? Because if you don't have the bases covered, the other shit doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of, whether you're getting fish or chicken or whatever else. You have to have the foundation in place. We all have nutritional gaps. And that's just based on how we eat, the things we're eating, the things we're not eating. Now, one thing you need to understand is that vitamins in and of themselves do not provide energy. Vitamins in and of themselves do not replace food. What they do is give you the nutrients and minerals that you need so that the body can do what it needs to do. It helps release the energy from the food that you are getting. So if you're somebody that's eating out a lot, you eat a lot of junk food, those people tend to not even take vitamins. But ironically, those are the people that need it the most. The only people that I would ever venture to say could get away without eating, or I'm sorry, without taking vitamins, are people that are eating an absolute perfect diet, getting the proper amounts of the vitamins and nutrients they need through food. And even then, that's a stretch, because for some of the vitamins that you need, you would have to eat a truckload of food just to get what you need, especially if we're talking plant-based foods, plant-based vitamins and stuff. So having said that, guys, everybody needs vitamins. Everybody. Now, when it comes to the type of vitamins that are out there, I have not been convinced. Nobody's been able to convince me that you can get a day's worth of vitamins in a compressed tablet, like a Centrum, a one a day, that kind of stuff. I'm not buying it. I don't believe that you can get a day's worth of vitamins in one compressed pill. So when we're talking quality vitamins, you're looking for vitamins that the body can absorb. So there are vitamins out there that are in capsule form, and when I say capsule, that's not the hard compressed pill, but it's two halves, like you would see with even medication, that you can pull apart, and there's powder in there. Now, um, that powder, washed down with water, will quickly be absorbed by the body and get into the bloodstream so it can get to where it needs to be. So you can do that. You can do a powder type. This is what I got here. I'm not going to show the label because they don't pay me to show the label. But this is one of the ones that I really like. It's powdered, it's flavored, it tastes like, I don't know what this is, cherry berry. Very, very tasty. So I mix this in water, and then I use this to actually wash down some of the other vitamins that I'm taking. I take a packet that has a bunch of stuff for joints and all that kind of stuff. So foundational supplement number one is a good multivitamin. As you can see there, there's just a ton of ingredients, and I believe that those are all in there because, again, this is a powder. This is not a compressed pill, and you have to take a nice sized scoop of this to get your daily allowance. Next up, I'm going to talk about fish oil. Again, I'm not going to show the label because they're not paying me to show the label. There's a bunch of different ones out there. Um, uh, One of the biggest complaints I get from people is they don't like the fishy burps. So if that's an issue, there are some companies that make flavored gel caps. You can also do liquid fish oil, which sounds disgusting on the surface, but it's emulsified, so it does not taste like fish in any way, nor does it give you the fish burps. Do your own research, get out there and find something that meets your criteria. The big thing here is getting enough of the omega-3 fatty acids. And so when we're talking about omega-3 fatty acids, guys, we're talking about alpha linolenic acid, or ALA. We're talking about icosapentaenic, I'm not pronouncing that right, acid, or EPA, and dicohexanonic acid, or DHA. Those are the three fatty acids that you need to be looking at, and you want to be getting that in the proper form. I go for 1,500 milligrams for the ALA, and then I go anywhere from 500 to 600 milligrams of the other two, respectively. That puts me in the ratio that I need to be in. Again, do your own research, find out where you need to be. But those are the big three of the omega-3 fatty acids, okay? And then, last but not least, of the foundational supplements is a good protein powder. Find one that works for you. One of the biggest complaints that I hear is some people don't like the taste of some of the ones that are out there. Um, you know, I don't really have a whole lot of sympathy for that, just because I've been taking this stuff for 25 years. I remember the old Weeder stuff, God rest his soul. That stuff was horrible. It was like chalk. So this stuff has come a long way. Again, there's a ton of companies out there that make the different supplements, and some of them taste really good. I mean, you got the standard vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. You got cookies and cream. You got peanut butter. I mean, you name it, it's out there. So what I recommend is that you buy several different kinds. A lot of the companies have single serve packets now. A lot of the stores like Vitamin Shop and some of the other stores will sample. That way you can try it before you buy it. And then, that can be a whole nother video about the different ways that you can have protein powder. But your average protein powder is going to give you between 22 and 25 grams of protein, unless it's some type of weight gainer. So this is a good way to get in the amount of protein that you need on a daily basis. And I've said this a zillion times, but most people are deficient in protein. And again, that's a subject for another video at another time. But start with those three foundational supplements, guys, and you'll find that your cravings will go away. Those of you that are having sweet cravings, the reason why you're craving, whether sugar or salt, is you are deficient in something, whether it's magnesium, whether it's sodium. Um, there's a couple other things out there that you may be deficient in, and that's why you're feeling these cravings. So when I have a client that I'm working with and I'm meal planning them, and a couple weeks into the meal planning, I'm always asking how's the eating going, what's going on, and if they tell me they're still craving something, that's a red flag for me, because that means that they probably are not taking vitamins. Because aside from the fact that the vitamins will help with that, because it'll make sure you're getting some of the stuff that you're deficient in, the taste buds on the tongue only have a lifespan of 21 days. So as they die off, and you're depriving yourself of, say, chocolate. Well, as the new taste buds form, they don't know what chocolate tastes like, so they don't send signals for it. Whereas the ones that are there um, do. So if you continue to eat chocolate, the new taste buds will crave it, will want it because it's used to it. If that makes sense to you guys. So that's an indicator to me that somebody's not taking their vitamins and just kind of shooting themselves in the foot. All right, everybody. That's it for today for foundational supplements. I will start to talk about some of the other supplements out there. You got joint stuff, stuff for sleep, all this other stuff, creatine, branched chain amino acids, a bunch of the performance type supplements. And then we're also going to talk about how to fix your gut. And if you got problems going on inside your gut, that's something that has to be addressed as well. Excuse me. All right, everybody. I will talk to you all soon. Please comment below, like and share, and let me know if you liked it, if you hated it, and what else you want to hear about. All right, everybody. I'll talk with you soon.